one,
Yeah.
but like,
What's with Drew?
yeah, that's the best quarterback of all times. But
He
like,
was
I was
getting
just
there. He
thinking
was
like
getting there.
athletically
Whoa,
speaking,
whoa,
like
whoa. What'd you
the
say?
gifted. You heard what I said.
That's the best quarterback
There's
of all time.
no
We'll
there's
ignore
no
that.
one
We will ignore
quarterback.
that.
Who are you gonna bring up? Matt Stafford?
There's only
He's not
one
even
greatest of all
top
time.
10.
That's Tom Brady. What's up, guys? It's the St. Brown Brothers. We're back for the new season, Season 3, Episode 1. I know you guys missed us. We missed you guys too. We're excited to be back. The start of a new year, new everything, new fresh season. EQ with the Saints, me with the Lions. We don't know what's going to happen this year, but we do know that this podcast will be here every Wednesday, so you guys make sure you tune in. But we do have a special guest this week. I'll let EQ intro him. But before we get to the intro, man, how you been, EQ?
I've been chilling, man. Just been out here, holding it down in New Orleans. Trying to get ready for the season. We all know what happened, but I don't want to talk about it. But how you been?
Yeah, we'll skip that. I've been good. Been great. Training camp was good. I know you had training camp back in California. I know that was lovely. You probably drove from home to. Were you driving back and forth, or you had to stay at the hotel?
We had no curfew for years 3s and up. So
Wow.
I heard my hamstring in camp was out for like 2 weeks. So during that time, I was going home every night because I wasn't practicing. But as soon as I was back to practice, I was staying in a hotel with teammates. But yeah, it was nice. I heard that camp out here. Well, I know for a fact that it's really hot, very humid. So all the players that have been on the Saints for previous years said the camps were brutal out here in New Orleans. They felt so lucky, so blessed to be in California. I'm like, I'm used to this. This is what it's supposed to be like. It was just lovely. How was your camp?
Yeah, our camp was my same camp for me every year. It was tough.
Yeah.
We tackle, we go live, we don't play. Dan Campbell plays no games, but I'm used to it. A lot of the new guys are like, bro, y'all practice so hard, bro. Like, this is crazy. Like, I'm like, what you mean? This is what I'm used to. I feel like in college, college is different. Everyone practices kind of hard, but in the league, I feel like dudes come from different teams and don't really know what to expect. I feel like even our conditioning test isn't that easy. I feel like some guys said other teams have much easier conditioning tests, but camp was good. Like I said, we practiced hard, so a lot of our starters, or most of our starters, didn't even play in the preseason. But now the season's here. We got the Rams. Week 1, Sunday night, under the lights. I love primetime games. At home, in Detroit. NFL, okay. They know what they're doing. Stafford coming back again. Rematch.
Oh, rematch. Yeah, okay.
A little rematch. I don't know if there's going to be a Stafford tribute video or not. I have no idea. I'm going to be the first one. I'm going to be just like everyone else. I'm going to find out during the game or before the game if they're doing it. But it's crazy. I was just thinking the other day, like the Rams' last game that they played was in Detroit. Now their first game is in Detroit.
Oh, it's been on the calendar all year. I'm pretty sure.
What? I know they're going to come out ready, on fire. But so are we, so I'm not worried.
I was at the game. Stafford was firing all cylinders. That was a fun game to watch. Obviously,
who you got? Who do you got winning? Us or the Rams?
I don't care.
Like
as long as you play well and you stay healthy, I don't care about the.
You don't care. So you don't want the Lions to win. You don't want me to win.
I want you to play well. I want you to do well.
Who do you want to win?
Like I said, I don't care.
You don't want me to. You don't want your brother to win. I'm confused.
No, it's 2 NFC teams. Like, you guys are in my division. Not the division, but, like, you're in the NFC. We're NFC teams. Like, if you were going against a AFC team, I would say I want you to lose because at the end of the day, it's going to come down to playoffs. So, I don't care who wins. I just want you to stay healthy, you to do well. And then if you guys win, you guys win. I'm not on your team.
That's crazy.
I don't care about the Lions.
So, like, you don't want the Lions to win. Like, why would you want me to win?
No. Put it this way. In playoffs, when you guys are in playoffs, I want you guys to win. I want you guys to win Super Bowl when you guys made the playoffs like that. But, like, regular season, bro, like, you think I care about the Lions winning? Like, that's like I'm on the Bears last year. Like, you think I care if you guys win or lose? Like, I want you guys to lose.
Well, in the playoffs, you want us to win, right?
Yeah, I'm not in it. If I'm playing you guys, obviously, okay, yeah. If you're in the playoffs, I want you guys to win so I could probably play you guys, and then we could probably play whenever we meet each other. And then one of us will go to Super Bowl. But last year I wanted you guys to lose. So obviously we're same division. This year, I don't really care if you guys want to lose. You guys are not my team. I don't care about Saints. So, but I want you to do well, obviously. So it's like me asking you, do you want the Saints to win? Like you probably
Yeah, I want you guys to win. Yeah, I do. So when are you guys
okay.
gonna win? Why not you guys win? Yeah, that's fine. Like what? Well, guys, we have a new segment now. It's now time for a brand new segment from our special NFL correspondent, Chuck Pagano.
Hey, everybody. Great to be with you guys. Super excited about this 2024 upcoming season. Right out of the gate, Thursday night football. A little disclaimer about you gamblers out there. You know, legally I can't bet. So, but I do like to pick games. I do like to, do some research. On the McAfee show last year, I went 11-4-1 on my Thursday night picks. So you may want to listen up to why we're doing what we're going to do. First off, we're talking about season opener, Thursday night. Baltimore Ravens travel to Arrowhead Stadium to play the Kansas City Chiefs. A lot of people call them the Chefs, but we're going to call them the Chiefs, all right? So this is a rematch of the AFC Championship game of last year. Kansas City won that game 17-10. I think Kansas City's favored by a field goal in this one. I love Baltimore. I spent 4 years of my coaching career in Baltimore. I love Harbaugh. I love what they're doing there. Ozzie Newsome, gold standard for the NFL as far as ownership and organizations. But I got to go with the Chiefs here. I got to lay the 3 points, or if I'm you guys, I'm laying the 3 points, and here's why. Andy Reid, head-to-head against John Harbaugh, is 4-1. Pat Mahomes, okay, head-to-head against Lamar Jackson, he's 4-1. Okay, they're playing at Arrowhead. There's too many things. You got Steve Spagnuolo. Lamar can run. He can do this, that, and the other. But you got Steve Spagnuolo. You got Chris Jones, Karlaftis. You got Nick Bolton, Tranquil on that defense. Trent McDuffie. He's going to be coming off the edge, off the slot, running these stinger blitzes. They're going to do everything in their power to confuse these guys and shut these guys down. So I just think based on – and the other big thing here is the Ravens defense last year, they finished first in points allowed, sacks, all right, and turnovers. That's pretty damn good. But they lost their defensive signal caller. Mike McDonald is now the head coach in Seattle. They also lost 2 other assistant coaches that are also coordinators in the National Football League. So there's a lot of turnover. I think that defense is still going to be good in Baltimore. Okay, they still got Roquan. They lost Pat Queen. They don't have Jadeveon Clowney. So there's some question marks. You know, how's Zach Orr, the new defensive coordinator, the new signal caller for the Ravens, going to do? So I think there's going to be some growing pains there. So that's why I'm going to lay the 3 points, all right, and take the Chiefs here. As far as the over-under goes, the total, I think it's 46.5 points. Look, in their last 5 meetings, I know this last one in the AFC Championship game was 17-10 ball game, flew under for obvious reasons. But the 4 prior games of that, they averaged 59 points. So when you add up all those 5 games, all right, they've averaged 52, almost 53 points a game. So I think, again, this total is 46.5. You got arguably the very best quarterback in the league. He's got Pacheco. He's got Kelsey. Shoot, Kelsey, he was targeted 11 times and caught 11 passes in the AFC Championship game. They're not going to just forget how to play ball. All right, Rashee Rice is there. They picked up the dude that ran the fastest 40 in the history of the combine, Xavier Worthy, a rookie out of Texas, 4.2 whatever. We used to tell the DBs when we play a guy like that, GTFB. You're probably wondering what's GTFB mean. Get the F back. Okay, this dude can roll. This guy can fly. So I think there's going to be, and you got Lamar Jackson. He's Madden. He's video game all the way. Derrick Henry comes over. We're going to talk about him in a minute. This is going to be a high-scoring affair at Arrowhead Stadium, even though you got 2 good defenses. And then as far as my prop bet for this one, I like Derrick Henry, who's new, obviously, to the Ravens. Picked him up in free agency this offseason. We know what a beast Derrick Henry is. The Ravens last year, number 1 rush offense in the league, 156 yards a game. Where they made the mistake in the AFC Championship game against the Chiefs, they didn't run the ball. They kind of lost their identity and lost their way in that ball game, and it was always basically a one-score game. Lamar had 50 or 60 yards rushing, and I think Gus Edwards and Justice Hill only ran the ball 3 times each. But I can guarantee you this: Todd Monken, John Harbaugh, okay, they had to sit there and stew for the whole offseason and listen to guys like me and all the pundits talk about, why didn't you run the ball? So I guarantee you they're going to hand that ball to Derrick Henry. They're going to run a lot of inside zone, outside zone, the RPO game, the zone read stuff. So look for Derrick Henry to go over the 66.5 yards rushing total. It's NFL week, and FanDuel, America's #1 sports book, has a special offer to kick us off. Now through September 22nd, all FanDuel customers can bet $5 and get a 3-week free trial of NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube and YouTube TV. Then with the YouTube TV base plan, you'll be able to watch every regular season Sunday afternoon out-of-market game. All you need is a Google account and a current form of payment, and you can cancel anytime. Just visit fanduel.com/SBB to download America's #1 sportsbook. Okay, I got 3 more picks for you, and damn are they good ones. Okay, first thing we're going to do is we're looking at Tennessee at Chicago. Chicago is -4.5 in this one. Lay the damn points. Caleb Williams, the #1 overall pick, balled out in preseason. You hear nothing but great things about him. He's got weapons all over the place. DeAndre Swift is a running back, him and Herbert. Keenan Allen comes over in a trade. DJ Moore, they just gave a huge bag to. Rome Odunze, the rookie out of Washington. Cole Kmet at tight end. They're going to run all over these guys. And then the Chicago defense, Tennessee comes with Will Levis. He's in year 2. They got D-Hop. They got Tony Pollard from Dallas Cowboys in free agency. But look for Chicago to win by 10. 2 scores in this one, easy, I think. Chicago's defense, by the way, they were no better. There was no better defense in the National Football League 6-7 weeks down the stretch, the last 6-7 weeks of the season last year. They led the league in points allowed. They're rolling over there. So I like the Bears. Lay the points, lay the 4.5. Take the Bears in that one. The next one, we're looking at Houston. All right, travels up to Indianapolis to play the Colts at Lucas Oil Stadium. The under on this one's 49.5. Bet the over. Fireworks, you hear me? Anthony Richardson's back off the shoulder surgery. He's back. He's got Jonathan Taylor in the backfield who can flat out, he's like a rolling ball of butcher knives. He's hard to get on the damn ground. And if he gets in the open field, he's got enough speed to take it to the distance. Michael Pittman they just paid. Alec Pierce they got. Josh Downs, he's been a little nicked up in preseason. So they're going to score a bunch of points. And, oh, yeah, Houston, they were pretty good last year, right? They went to Indy last game of the season, beat Indy to win the division and make it to the playoffs. C.J. Stroud, we all know what C.J. did as a rookie. He set, the all-time record for a rookie quarterback in the National Football League, in the history of the National Football League. And last time I checked, there'd been a few pretty good quarterbacks come through, all right, before C.J. Stroud. But they picked up Stephon Diggs. They already had Tank Dell, Nico Collins. They brought in Joe Mixon from Cincinnati, so they got a run game. I just think both defenses are good. I don't think, neither of them finished in the top 5 last season. I just think there's going to be a ton of points scored in this one. So take the over, 49.5. And then finally, all right, the 40-year-old Aaron Rodgers returns to the Bears as the Jets visit the 49ers on Monday Night Football. Coming off an Achilles injury, Robert Saleh, he spent time on that 49er staff. He knows how to defend Kyle Shanahan just as good as anybody in the National Football League. I like the Jets in this one. I'm going to take the 4.5 points, take the Jets, take Aaron Rodgers, Brees Hall, Garrett Wilson and company, that defense, Quinnen Williams up front. Take the 4.5 in this one. There you go. There's my 3 picks.
I appreciate the time, Chuck. Let's see how you do in week 1. Hopefully you did pretty well. EQ, time for you to take it off to our guest.
All right, for the first guest, of season 3 of the St. Brown podcast. We got a special one. We got 2011 first round pick, 8-time Pro Bowler, first team All Pro, and all-time Saints leader in sacks. My man, my teammate, Cam Jordan.
I appreciate it, bro. Appreciate you having me on. You could say
Appreciate you.
and current teammate, bro. But like
That's crazy, huh?
That should be known. That should be known. They should know that. If they're watching the podcast,
That's crazy.
If they're not knowing
And
right now,
current
that's crazy.
teammate. Appreciate you being on, Cam. Hey, I got a question before we start any of this.
Yeah.
You really think you guys going to Super Bowl?
Here we
What do you mean? Just because your brother didn't know how to answer that question, it has nothing to do with me.
I'm
Here we
just
go.
wondering, like, do you genuinely believe in that locker room that you guys going to Super Bowl?
Bro, the blood that I bleed, black and gold, I'm so bought in. Like, I promise you, if we get a chance at the playoffs, we win the Super Bowl. That's all that needs.
Like, you remember when you
dry,
guys?
bro. You know how dry I am? Like,
You remember when you guys went to the NFC Championship when you guys played the Rams and lost? Like, you had a pretty good squad, right?
Absolutely, we had a great squad that year.
Like, do you feel the same confidence you do, that year than you do this year? Does that make sense? Like,
That year alone, in fact, I'm gonna preface that to that stretch of playoffs, Minnesota playoff, Rams playoff, Minnesota. You didn't know what you had until week 4. Like, you don't as confident as you could be right now. You've only really tasted playoff success once. You know what I'm saying? So if you reverse that, just because you're confident here doesn't mean you're going to have this necessarily the same success year in after year in. The crazy career that you've had, you know how hard you have to fight each and every time to get those stacks every year.
Right.
Like, that 1,000 yards doesn't come easy. That season doesn't come easy. It's not just going to be I believe and we're going to make it. It's a, hey, I believe and we got to go earn it. So I'm about that earning. Like, I've hit a stretch of 3 years with no playoffs. And then I've hit stretches of great playoff success. But great playoff success is not a Super Bowl. So it takes whatever it takes. And I don't know what it takes because I've gone far, but I haven't gone all the way.
I feel you, but I'm saying, like, that feeling, like, when you're team meeting room, like, with the whole squad, like, you look around, like, you're in the team meeting room, like, you think you got the guys in there to win a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Like, genuinely.
Absolutely.
Okay, that's all I want to hear. That's all I want to hear.
To be completely honest, when I look in my defense and I see Marshawn Lattimore, when I see Paulson Adebo, when I see Tyrann Matthew, when I see Demario Davis, when we just extended Pete Warner, having the organization show faith that we believe in our defense, we add in Chase Young, which I guess kicks me inside for pass rush. And there's Carl Granderson on the other side, Brian Brees going in crazy. Our defensive line is crazy. Our linebackers studs. Our DBs stupid.
What was that last year when we
about
played
offense.
y'all? Like, what was that last year when we played y'all?
Man, I don't even know. I think I was fresh off being broken. I don't even remember that game. I was
Okay.
fighting my own inner battles there.
Good answer. Good answer. Good answer.
I was fighting my own inner battles. I think I just tore 2 ligaments in the leg. I was out there fighting Pinay Sewell off of one leg, bro. I was in my own inner demon battles.
Right. On another note, what's with the food in Louisiana? Is it good? Because according to my brother, like, a few months ago, I asked him, he's like, it's all right. I don't really know. But you've been there for plenty of years. What's the food
14.
like?
Been there for 14 years. The food is great if it's off-season camp. There's nothing but fire food, like from
Listen up, EQ.
Brasa, Doris.
I got something to say for you after this. Go ahead. Continue.
Bro, Brasa, Doris. You go to Gumbo Food Stop. You go to Caesars. You can kick it. There's so many different ones. Sunray Grill. It is a little hole in the wall. Used to have 2 locations. Now I got 1 location. If you go to Antoine's and get a glazed beignet, everybody goes to Cafe Du Monde, does like the powdered donuts on that third joint. Go to Antoine's for a glazed beignet. It'll change your whole perspective on what life really is.
Antoine's, EQ.
I'm talking to 2 wide receivers. Like, utilize.
Let me interject. So yeah, that was OTAs. Doing my own research online. It was okay. But after the Titans game, I went to Neo's.
Neo's.
Yeah, I went there. That shit was fire. I didn't know where to go because no one was helping me out. I asked one of my teammates. He told me to go here. Went there with my mom.
Damn, you got disconnected?
Oh, damn.
Oh, you back?
We back? We good? We good, Mike?
Did I disconnect?
Yeah.
Wait, so I just need to know what teammate set you astray.
No
one
one
me.
No one sent me astray. So Neil's was good, but in OTAs, I didn't ask nobody. I went online. I went like on Yelp reviews, and it wasn't working out for me. So like it was good, but it wasn't like, when people talk about New Orleans food, they're like it's the best ever, best in the country. That's what I was expecting going into eating low key, if I see like a 5-star review, I'm expecting to taste that in my mouth. I wasn't tasting that, but after the game, after the Titans game, the first preseason game, I went with my girl and my mom, and we went to Neo's, and that was pretty good. They had gumbo. It kind of tastes like, you know that place in Long Beach I'm on that we used to go to when we were little with the shrimp,
Yeah,
like that, but like times 2, like. Catfish.
What kind of antisocial teammate are you not to ask your teammates? You're going on Yelp. Like, what is that?
I was just about to say,
No.
Like,
on a Yelp review, well, you have me, bro. I've been here forever. Me and you, we did like a soccer match at UCLA.
Right. Like, what's up?
So let me explain. So obviously, I'm not. My brother knows this. I'm not a big dinner guy. I'm not big on food. Like I rather eat at home cooked meals. So sometimes I'm at home. My girl's like, "Let's go to dinner." I'm like, "Bet." Now I'm already at home. I'm like, I don't want to bother someone. Text him. I'm just like, let me just look real quick and go. We went like twice. I didn't go out to eat many times. I only went out to eat twice.
Bro, I'm not taking it, Cam.
I'm not like trying to people right before I'm about to go make a reservation. Like, yo, where to go? Like, I'm just gonna go down the street.
Right.
We walked across the street, got some food. Like, it wasn't that serious.
Yeah.
You know?
In y'all defense, as wide receivers, like there's no such thing as like wide receivers being real foodies. Y'all like eat for sustenance and I eat to live. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's just true. It's true.
Yeah, so take your ass to the lineman, to the D-line section, and go ask them.
I got a list. I got a list on my phone.
Yeah.
Right, good.
Yeah.
No, we're gonna get to some get to know you questions, Cam, that we run all our guests through. So the first one is, what's your favorite non-home stadium to play in?
My favorite non-home. There ain't no favorite. They're all like
you know, not favorite, but like it's like you feel like, damn, I play good here. I had a few good games here, or I like the turf, or I like the locker room. Something. What's your favorite non-home stadium?
Yeah. What stadium's been good to me? I'm gonna say the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. You know, over in Hot Atlanta, because that's a track that's always been really, really good to me. You know what I'm saying? I think if we look at that track record right now, 14 years in the league, 13 years completed, 26 games played. I'm pretty sure I'm like, I don't know, like probably 16-8. 17-9. I think that's.
So you don't like the Falcons?
I mean, whether I like them or do I think that the Atlanta Falcons, like it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I will say I did play there my rookie year, bro. There was no one there. Maybe because we're the Lions and we weren't good. We only won 3 games, but it was empty. It was the most empty game I've ever been a part of, bro. I'm like, this is crazy. I thought LA was empty. In Atlanta, they're not showing up.
Bro, 3 games? Wait, can we talk about this? What does it feel like to go 3? That means there was.
There we go.
So what was that?
Before you say this, I'm not gonna jinx you guys, but be careful what you wish for. But go ahead.
Yeah, but 3. I mean, I've never done anything but almost 500. I think my worst season to date has been 7-9. 7. I don't even know. 8-9, I think, is the new way. But like I've always been close to playoffs and or almost broken even. 3 games? It sounds desolate.
What does it feel like? I mean, bro, I was a rookie, so I didn't really know what to expect. I just came in trying to make plays. I wasn't starting. I was like, let me just try to, get a starting job. If the ball gets thrown to me, I'm gonna make it. I mean, I wanted to win games, but I'm like, let me see what I can do. Now it's looking a little different. It's looking a little different now. I don't know what to tell you, Cam.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
they think they're hot shit over
you
there.
got Jared Goff, hot right now.
Yeah, Cal guy, Cal guy.
Go Bears.
Go Bears.
So it's always a go Bears. Yeah.
No,
even though I'm right now.
Take that out. Don't go Bears, but yeah, go for Kyle for that.
Yeah, you heard that. You guys heard that. Yeah, keep that
go
in.
Bears to me is always going to be California Golden Bears. Ain't nobody talking about the NFC North.
Golden Bears. Yeah,
your
I like
rival
that.
situation.
Mm-hmm.
I got a real question for you though. Who's actually your rival, right? Because in the NFC North, you guys all sort of hate each other, but don't sort of hate each other, but claim y'all hate each other. Like, who is y'all rival?
The Lions don't have one.
I would say our actual rival. I mean, we don't like any of them, but it's got to be the Packers.
The Packers don't consider you guys rivals.
Yeah, the Packers.
That's fine.
I was there 4 years. They don't care about the Lions
right now.
They don't care about the Lions. I promise you.
We're not worried.
The Packers rivals are the Bears.
That's a rival.
Yeah, we all know the Packers and Vikings have a storied hate relationship. No, that's why I had to ask. I figured you were going to say Chicago because that'd be the only way. But Chicago has a storied history with hating the Packers, so it sort of leaves you guys.
Bro, it's the Packers.
Okay.
But if you
It's
probably ask
like
every other team now, it's probably like the Lions because we're on top
no,
dog type shit.
it's
But
I don't know if you guys are watching the Olympics. It's kind of like Australia trying to start a rivalry with the USA. Like that's kind of like the Lions and Packers. Yeah, like we don't really the Packers don't really care about the Lions, but the Lions care about the Packers. That makes sense. Like
bro,
yeah, like
you're a
that's what
bot,
it is.
bro.
Okay, yeah, he didn't like that one. Okay, moving forward. Do you plan on taking up Taekwondo again or anytime soon?
Absolutely not. When I was a kid, I mean, I did like 2 years, and all I got to was like a yellow belt, fam. That's not excellent, like growth rate right there. Like
Yeah.
at that pace, I probably would have just got my like brown belt, bro. So the answer is no.
What's the tier? What is it? How does it go?
At this point, I have no idea. It goes like white, yellow to what? Green
Oh, you
after
just
that to
started, so it
something
don't
else?
even count. You just got
Oh
into
yeah,
it.
he's in. Yeah.
Yeah. Just know I was at supreme novice level. It wasn't. It was. I was not that guy.
Right.
Okay.
Oh, he's still here. Yep. What's your favorite musical artist? Who do you listen to most?
Ooh. Uh. Right. I mean, I go in between like Davido, Friday, Anuel. Um,
Friday. Okay.
yeah, big croon, bro. You know what I'm saying? Big croon status. You know what I'm
No
saying?
country?
Excuse what?
No country?
Excuse what? Don't do this to me. I will.
Wait. You don't like country? What's up? Like, can we address this?
I didn't
What's
say
the
I don't
country?
like country, but I'm not going out my way. Like
You,
I'm a high energy guy, and I need the energy to match.
there's
Now,
some good country songs with high energy, like good beat, like
yeah,
upbeat country.
yeah.
Yeah.
What's his name? What's the one that just came out? The bar song, Tipsy, whatever it was.
Yeah,
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
that
yeah.
fire.
I put
Swayze
my
or
brother
whatever
on.
his
I
name
put him
is.
on.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I will listen to good vibes because what I don't have is lyrical retention. I probably look like LeBron trying to spit. Like if you ever catch me with I'm out there
Yeah,
with my own lyrics, like going crazy
Yeah.
though.
I relate
So
to
what do
that.
you
I
listen
relate
to?
to
What do you listen to pregame? Like you just hitting shuffle or like you got a set?
Nah, bro. I used to have a set playlist, but I can't. Like, I can't do it because it's all about like the energy that you wake up with. Like some days I wake up and my energy is on like 120. So I got
Right.
like I wake up like heart palpitations, like it's go time. I'm ready. I'm ready to go to war already. So I got like calm myself down with like classical, like do like some super simple. I got like slower beats to go through it. Like
Yeah.
sometimes you gotta calm down. But then sometimes you like, oh shit, like I'm still sort of sore. I'm sort of okay. Today's a work
Right.
day. That's when you got to amp up and you put on that like Eminem Kim and you go like on that maybe throw in like the Avenged Sevenfold or like put on some Outcast to like really start spinning some high energy or even like that dark energy. You know what I'm saying? That Avenged
Yeah.
Sevenfold. You'd be like, all right, yeah, I do want to kick a dog today. Like
Right.
just like some weird rando stuff.
So
And
you're
then
crazy.
sometimes you're just
You're
in a
crazy.
vibe.
Yeah. You're crazy as fuck.
Hey, bro, you know the position I play. I'm out here. I'm out here ripping and roaring, bro. Like I believe
Right.
that I'm a last Spartan warrior, bro. Like I'm willing to die on the field more times than not, and over simple shit.
Okay. You got a good
Okay.
teammate, Nimi. You're in good hands. Don't worry.
I've been on that. I've been on that. Anyway, yeah. Moving forward, what's the hardest hit you said you've taken? Like, would you say you've taken in the league? Like, I know you're
Bro,
DN.
hey, I'm taking
Yeah.
some
How do you take a
major.
hit? Whoa. How do you take a hit as
Yeah.
a DN? You're giving hits.
Like, I know,
You don't.
cut blocks, like cut blocks, but other than that, like, you get hit hard.
Nah.
Like,
It's the tight end or wide receiver motion in that you don't see because you've already like angled
oh,
in and you're
the pin
you're
block,
zoned
the
in,
pin block.
bruh. Bro, I've gotten a couple of those. Like, okay, that was a good one. But there's one from probably Steelers game, right? I broke my orbital bone in my left eye. I
Damn.
like ran like probably like second quarter, right? First quarter, second quarter. I ran to the sideline. I was like, "Yo, I got poked in the eye. I can't see." And they were like, they're like, "All right, let's do this. Hey, Cam, you maybe down." I was like, "No, I'm going back out." I was probably gone for like 2 plays, 3 plays. I go back out. So then I'm just like playing. I was like, I open up. The field was inverted.
Yeah.
Kenny Pickett was like upside down. I was like, "Yo, that's not." I was like, "That's not it." So I just like closed my eyes. So I literally would like the next quarter and a half, 2 quarters, whatever. While I was playing, I was like, I was just like, find the quarterback, look at him, all right, cut him, huh? And then like angle in, play my play. And one of those plays, bro, there was a wide receiver that like motioned in late. lit. Could have been a tight end, wide receiver, whatever it was. Lit me up, bro. I was like parallel to the ground. I'm looking up. I said, "Oh, should open up my eye." Right, hit the ground. I was like, "Oh, we're good. Okay." And like you pop back up, but there's a secondary. Yeah. There's a secondary.
How do you fix that? How do you you can't put a cast?
First of all, I want to know how you break it. How'd you break it with a helmet on?
One of those fat people in the interior line, like I was stunting inside, and he shot his hands and just caught me dead in the eye, bro. And so it like broke whatever this was, which
with his finger. That's crazy.
Yeah, bro. Like like you get poked in the eye, you're like, I can't see for a second.
Yeah, I know that. But
this one didn't come back. But it's either that or AJ Klein. As like it's the hits that you don't know coming. So
right.
AJ Klein jacked me up. It was like in the end zone. I don't forget what game it was. It was in the end zone. Ball had been tipped. I'm tracking the ball to go get an interception. Defend every blade of grass mentality. I'm about to go get it. AJ Klein is a linebacker. He's coming down. I swear he sees me, bro. He's like whatever it is. He gets greedy. Blast me full blown. Like I went from I'm about to catch it to oh shit, I'm on the ground. And like when you hit the ground, you have to calibrate. Like once you get a good hit, you gotta like recalibrate. You're like, yo, am I good? All right, cool. Like got back up. I was like, yo. I think I just shut down and had to hit reboot real quick. I was like, yo.
Yeah.
All right, I'm good. I was like, let me just run through my numbers. All right, I'm number 94. I played at Cal. I went here. Our base defense is this. I was like, all right, I'm cool. And then like went back and played the rest of the game.
Yeah, the opposite of the bone is. I don't even want to think about that. Like, imagine breaking your face. That's like your nose. Like that's close to the nose. I'm good. Mm-hmm. I know. I feel like for me, defense, you guys talk the most trash. But is there a tackle or offensive player who talks the most trash that you've ever been around?
It's probably Phillip Rivers, but I don't consider him talking trash because he's a quarterback, one,
right.
And he doesn't curse, two. Like, one, you're a quarterback. You live a really good life. You're the face of a franchise. Like, everybody caters to you, pampers you. You're just, like, normally a really good person. You only get hit on Sundays. Like, there's nothing bad about your life. You know what I'm saying? Like we have days where we wake up and we're like, oh, shoot, my back, my knees, my leg, my ankle. They're going to wake up one morning and be like, oh, yeah, my arm hurts today. And that's the gist of it. Like, I don't.
They get hit 17 times out the year. Like, no training camp.
That's what I'm saying.
They don't get touched.
And they get hit 10 times in a game. Somebody's getting fired, bro. Like, I'm getting hit 65 out of 65 snaps.
Right.
So I don't take them serious. Offensive linemen, there used to be a couple greasy ones. Like, not anymore. Like, now that, like, the new kids try and talk trash, but they're fat. So, like, they have to. You know? Like, offensive
So, like,
linemen,
right now, who's the best trash talker? Or who's, like, when you play him, I know he's going to talk.
Bro, receiver-wise, Keenan Allen probably going to take that cake. Keenan Allen probably take that cake. Keenan talking that. He's talking that cash money for sure. and you can talk all you want. All you're gonna hear is like, man, look at the scoreboard. You play for the Chargers, it sucks. But like, Keenan giving you all these routes. He's talking greasy.
Chill.
We play for the Saints. You know we in that thing. Regardless.
Yeah, exactly.
You may win by 1 or 2 points, possibly 3. It ain't no blowout type situation.
I keep seeing like top 32 rankings of like teams. I keep seeing Saints at the way bottom. I'm like, my man EQ can't catch a break. It's all good though.
Nah. But that's why he's here. We're changing the offensive culture.
Like that's preseason. Like shit changes all the time. Like
at all times.
I mean, your division is like it's not even that tough too. But we will talk about that later.
You guys are one injury.
Unless you Pat Mahomes, like everybody else is going to change their positions. And like, don't get it twisted. You're at the top this year. I've won the conference 3 times in a row before, and then I've now been out the playoffs 3 times in a row. Shit, you could be at the top. That top always reshifts. You have to fight each and every down.
What did your head coach say after the? What did your coach say after the loss to the Niners and the?
He said we might not ever be here again, which is true.
Exactly.
He's right.
True.
I'm sure we have a lot of football fans on this podcast. I am one of them, but I know we have a lot of music fans or other sport fans as well. So when it comes to going to events, such as sports, concerts, or whatever it is, use Gametime as your app or your website to go find seats. That's my go-to website, my go-to app. I have it on my phone. I know I'm gonna get the best deals, guaranteed, event cancellation protection. And one of my favorite features is you get a seat view on what's gonna look like from the seats you're gonna purchase from the app. And I wish I had Gametime when I was younger. I know it was a hassle growing up trying to find tickets to concerts. But I'm glad I have it now.
That's actually crazy. You talk about concerts. Me and some teammates went to the Chris Brown concert out here in Detroit. This was during vet minicamp. This is the day before, we had one more day to go. We're like, should we do the concert or not? Because we have to be up early for practice. We're like, screw it, we're doing it. And so we actually used Gametime to get tickets for that concert. It was awesome. We got great seats. Concert was lit. It was his first day on tour. But what makes Gametime so great, it has a new feature called Gametime Picks. So it makes getting tickets super easy. Favorite teams, favorite artists, whatever you want to see, it makes it getting the tickets very easy. It also filters out the fluff to show you only the great deals, great seats, so you don't have to waste your time searching through thousands of tickets.
Customize your spot with Gametime Picks. Curation makes it easy to save more on sports, concerts, comedy, theater, etc. All-in pricing. Toggling this feature shows a total upfront with no surprise fees at checkout. Seat views, get a panoramic view from your seat in the app before you buy. The lowest price guaranteed of Gametime will credit you 110% of the difference. Gametime ticket coverage. Your purchase is covered with the most flexible customer service policy in the ticketing industry.
Take the guesswork out of buying concert tickets with Gametime. Download the Gametime app, create an account, and use code STBROWN, that's STBROWN, for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code STBROWN for $20 off. Download Gametime today. What time is it? Gametime, baby.
Cam, who's the best player you ever played with?
Ooh, bro, there's been some talent.
Yeah, that's a hard question. You gotta.
I mean, first of all,
there's
there's Mark Ingram. The second, Saints all-time leading rusher, came in draft class of 2011, probably the greatest draft class of all times. Then of course you're gonna use Marcus Colston. You can just call him the Silent Storm. Like 7 years of straight 1,000-yard seasons. I'm gonna back up and add in Brandon Cooks to that, because no matter where Brandon Cooks goes as a wide receiver, he gets a band. Like, he's gonna get 1,000 yards.
Right.
Yeah.
It's OD.
Did you play with Darren Sproles when he was on the Saints, or
I was just about to bring. I was like Darren Sproles, bro. What he was able to do as a kick returner, workout monster, like, impressive.
What about Jimmy Graham?
Dang. Drew Brees would be, of course, number one.
Yeah.
But like,
what's with Drew?
Yeah, that's the best quarterback of all time. But like,
I was getting there.
Whoa! What'd you say?
Gifted. You heard what I said.
That's the best quarterback of all time. We'll ignore that. We will ignore that.
Who are you going to bring up? Matt Stafford?
There's only one greatest of all time. That's Tom Brady.
Right, he's amazing. He's top 5 right now.
That's Tom Brady. He's the greatest. Tom Brady.
No, he's the greatest winner of all time. Yeah.
He's the greatest player of all time.
He's up there with Will Chamberlain. Like, in terms of hardware, he has it all. No, you don't understand. Like, there's nobody who has the completion percentage that Drew has. There's nobody who has the most 5,000-yard seasons that Drew has. It took Tom Brady an extra 2 years to break Drew Brees.
The man has 7 rings.
That's what I just said. So we're agreeing. If you're talking about accomplishments, yes, Tom Brady. If you want to look at stats, pad your stats, because Drew's got that.
But we're just talking about, like, greatest. Like, he's just the greatest.
Oh, okay. Yeah, me too. I was just looking at stats.
So, like, if you have the most touchdowns, like, that makes you the greatest?
No.
Okay, so stats don't. It's not everything.
Right. Hey, but they do. Did you not hear the percentage completion too? Like, there's other categories. When he left, there were so many records, that he owned. Now, after he retired, Tom Brady played another 2 years and broke all of them. I believe broke most of them. An extra 2 years, but he got in the same time.
Don't get me wrong. Drew Brees is a great player.
Somebody played 22 years.
Tom Brady is goated. Tom Brady is goated.
You're go.
Wait, I have a question. You played with Jimmy Graham, right?
Absolutely.
What was he like? Because I played with him for a couple years.
Bro, had Jimmy never left Seattle for whatever we traded him for, Max Unger, who was a great center, but marquee Jimmy Graham, prime Jimmy Graham, was unstoppable.
Yeah, I seen the highlights.
Bro, unstoppable, unreal, and unstoppable. So like, have we just kept track, like kept that trajectory? No, we would be talking about him like we talk about Gronk as one of the greatest to ever do
Yeah,
Yeah, he was crazy.
yeah.
Which coach in your whole time of being in New Orleans has had the most impact on you?
Man, probably first couple years, probably my guy Tosh Lupoy, my college coach actually, my D line college coach.
Okay.
Tosh Lupoy, who's now the D coordinator over at Oregon. Shout out to my dog T. Lou. And then after that, it'd probably be Ryan Nielsen, uh, who D line coach for a number of years at the Saints, probably like 6, and then now he's D. I can't like now I can talk about him because last year he went over to Atlanta. I was like, bro, you're a traitor. But now he's over at Jacksonville as a D coordinator. Love that for my guy. But in terms of technique work, in terms of just like always wanting to talk football, just random text messages, it's those two guys right there. Like just, hey, bro, this pass rush would have worked well if you did this. I see you playing a run because you're like, it's rare. It's like everybody wants to talk about pass rush, but it's rare to actually talk about run games. And those guys are like run game mongrels. And then it's like you got to earn your way to third down.
Right.
Okay, okay. So I already know we talked about food, but what's your hottest food take? You'd say. I know you probably got some
My hottest food take, like one that get you killed, or one that everybody's gonna lift up and like
no,
praise you for.
the one's gonna get you killed.
Man, I think Italian food is so mid, and the world is stuck on. Like when I tell you, that's what I'm saying. When I say pasta, bro, pasta is a skinny man's best friend. But guess what? I'm not. I'm not skinny, bro. Like
Italian's the best food in the world.
Like,
No,
bro,
it's not. It's not the best food.
Well,
No,
Italian and Asian food.
no,
Two best foods in the
Mexican,
world.
and then
hey, Mexican and Asian food, I'm with
yes,
you.
Mexican, Asian food. Yes, thank you.
But
Italian
Mexican
and
is
Asian,
number
bro.
one. Then it's Asian. Then it's Cajun. You know what I'm saying? Like that's yeah,
And it's
yeah.
Asian,
That's
and
that's
it's
Southern, that's
Cajun.
Southern comfort. That'll get you right every time,
Yeah.
Bro, he said Italian food is
bro.
mid.
Italian
Bro,
is
they
like,
have
and I've been
everything.
all
I mean, they have like the most like just
Bro,
simple
no.
but
food ever. Yeah,
flavorful.
No, let me ask this, Simon. When we went to Rome and Italy and stuff, do you remember the food?
I don't
we ate there?
remember.
No.
I was a kid. I don't remember. I was a kid.
Yeah, the shit wasn't that good. That's why.
Bro,
Hey, you know
pizza,
what I did?
pasta,
yeah, yeah.
cheese. Come on, bro. Like the cheeses they
Yeah.
got, like
You don't even know what you're talking about. Like,
Bro,
It's
have
just
you
so,
been to
like-
Greece? Have you had Mediterranean food? That might be top tier
I
as well.
have
Like,
Mediterranean, but
yeah,
I don't
it
think it's
is.
better than Italian.
I mean,
Bro,
Italian might be number 8 on the list for me out of
Yeah, bro. It's
my
like,
top.
What
10.
about soul food? Where do you put soul food?
Probably right after Cajun.
Okay. What about like
Hey.
American, like a burger and whatever, hot dog,
Burger and fries?
ribs?
That probably,
barbecue.
yeah, that might
Yeah.
round out number 5. You know, that top 5. Yeah, the only way Italian is breaking that top 5 is if we say pizza is a part of Italian, because then I'm like, all right, cool, pizza.
Pizza's Italian.
No, like if that's what we're gonna claim, but I almost put that in American category because I'm not gonna lie to you, I've had better pizza in America than I have in Italy. Like from Milan to Florence to Tuscany to the Amalfi Coast, like wherever you say, like, hey, you need to check out Rome. Been there, done that. Cool. Do I love the cities? Yes. Do I love the food? I'm going there and like I'm looking for the Nobus and the stuff I can rely on. 'Cause
Ah,
we've done all the mom and pop joints, and I said, okay. In fact,
what about African food? Have you been to Africa?
yeah,
What do you think
Egypt,
about it?
Ghana, Liberia,
I've only
just
had,
recently
like-
with my
I've
dog
only had African
AK.
food like twice.
Hey,
I've never had it. I need it.
What is it like
Yeah,
jollof?
hey.
Right, jollof is
that
African. right?
jollof. Hey, now that's a debate to be had now because there's Nigerians and Ghanaians. They beef over whose jollof is better. And
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
gotta
gonna
try
lie.
it. I gotta go
I'm-
to it. I really gotta
well,
try it.
I don't have enough experience to be like, oh, I like this one over this one. I'm like, they both hitting though. I'm here for all the little spices they got, like whatever, like little green topical salsa joint. I call it a salsa, they call it a sauce, whatever you want to call it. Like that's how you know Mexican food is top tier for me because I'm like, yeah, let me get that green salsa, whatever you want to call it. Fine, yeah, that. Yeah, my dog,
Mexican
dog,
food is fire.
bro.
Yeah.
I was in Ghana. My man Osi Umenyora was out there when we were shooting the NFL commercial, right? and then I doubled back for Ghana after, just because that was my first time in. I was like, yo, I got to come back.
Yeah.
OC took us to this like hole in the wall spot. It was like a mom in the back cooking this joint with like a hole in like the little living room sitting area. And when I tell you that food was fire,
It was fire. I know this question, as current players, we don't like it. I don't really like him either, but I gotta ask it. You can choose past or present, anyone that's ever played. You got to create your perfect DNA. I'm gonna give you 5 traits. All right. You got hands, creativeness, get off, size, and power.
I'm gonna go Von's get off.
Okay.
Von Miller's get off, because I mean, there's like elite. It's just his first two steps is ridiculous. People say LT, but I'm like, have you seen Von? You know, like, all right. So then if you go hands, and we got to go true DN, I'm gonna go Chris Dolman.
True DN. What does that mean?
Like an outside backer?
Yeah, like the outside backer type.
Isn't Von an outside backer?
Which would take Von out of it. But I'm just thinking hands. Like,
okay.
Hands-wise has to belong to a D-end. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Like, outside linebackers get to run 8, 9 yards up the field, 11 yards up the field, and turn a corner. Whereas, like, the true D-ends, like, nah, bro. You got to put hands on them every time. Chris Dolman is going to be the hands. What was the other two? So we got get off, hands.
Creativeness.
I'm going to go Cam Jordan. There's no move I haven't put on film with the 117 half sacks. Like, I pretty much have done everything.
Have you done the half spin that I saw? Was it DeMarcus Ware do?
The hing. Yes. I've tried it. It didn't get my sack, but I've definitely put it out there. I was like, that was it. Like, it was one of those, he was following and got the ball off. And I said, that's one of the ones I've never done. I needed that. Like, you know, in the middle of the play, like, I'm giving you greatness. That. It might have been against Carolina.
Size and power.
Size, you're always going to go Julius Peppers.
Ooh.
I mean, if you look up, Greek god, I'm sure Julius Peppers is.
What about J.J. Watt? Didn't he have crazy size?
Anyways, he's 6'5". Julius Peppers was 6'7", running a 4.4 at a 300-pound or 290 frame. Like and was born that way. You know what I'm saying? Like when he hit North Carolina, you looked at him and was like, that's one of them ones. J.J. Watt started off as a walk-on that went to Wisconsin that got to the league. Like, he worked his way. It was like when you were at USC and weighed 110 pounds to who you are now. You know what I'm saying? Like, now you little yoke monster. Like, back then, you ain't had no beater on, bro. You had sweats on. But, so then the last one is what? We got size. Oh, power.
Power.
Oh. And we have to keep – power. That's a monstrosity. Dang. We're gonna go with Reggie White. Unbridled strength. Probably one of the best D line.
You probably doesn't know what team he was on. What Reggie White? What team?
I'm gonna go Philadelphia Eagles because I'm a Packers hater.
He would have never known that.
What do you mean?
I'm saying my brother. My brother wouldn't have known that.
No,
I was born in Minnesota. My dad was a Vikings for 13 years. I grew up in Arizona, but I was there till I was 4. So Vikings birthright is me. And then Brett Favre joined the Vikings, and my birthright said I don't participate in anything Packers. So, I left the team, and then I was a Cardinals fan for a second, and then hopped around, and now I'm a Saint, so I don't have to worry about it.
Yeah. So we got, what was it? Chris. What was his name? Dolman.
Chris Dolman, Hall of Fame. Chris Dolman, Minnesota Vikings.
Chris Dolman, Reggie White, Julius Peppers, Von Miller, and Cam Jordan.
Yeah.
That's it.
Mold them.
Disgusting.
And then if you add mentality, I need John Randall mentality. Because that
John Randall mentality?
John Randall mentality. That's like saying mama mentality as a D lineman. John Randall was a short, undersized D tackle, ended up with 120-something plus sacks. And when I tell you, 17 teams told him no, he finally got a chance. He used to go into weigh-ins and put weights under his clothes to make weigh-ins, and had the old school war paint on, bro. And he was out there just on the sidelines.
Let me see this.
Back when there was no social media and guys aren't doing that shit for clout. Like he was just
Right.
literally an insane monster.
That's a OD.
What team do you play for, Amon?
Who? John Randall?
John Randall. Yeah.
Steelers?
Jesus, no. Come on, where am I from? Like, where was I born? Come on.
Minnesota.
I pretty much gave it to you.
He just guessed Steelers. Like,
No, because I was thinking of Mean Joe Green. Was that Steelers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, guys. It's the best time of the year. Football's back. We're talking NFL Sundays, college football Saturdays, and that glorious grind of fantasy football lineups. This is where your inner GM comes alive, setting the perfect fantasy roster, screaming at your TV, and making last-minute waiver moves that either make you a hero or the guy everyone ridicules in the group chat.
but listen, while you're over here making sure your fantasy team is dialed in, don't let your personal grooming become the guy that gets left on the bench. Let's be honest, nobody wants to fumble their grooming routine. That's where Manscaped Performance Package 5.0 Ultra comes in, acting as your all-in grooming playbook. From keeping things sharp down below to taking care of those rogue, nose, and ear hairs with the Weed Hacker 2.0. This is a lineup that will keep you looking and feeling like a champ on and off the field.
Join the over 10 million men worldwide who trusted Manscaped and get ready for kickoff by heading over to manscaped.com. Use the code SBB20 for 20% off plus free shipping. Trust me, you'll be dropping the real MVP of grooming this season.
All-in-one grooming kit. The Performance Package 5.0 Ultra is your complete grooming playbook. It handles everything from below-the-waist maintenance to taking care of those nose and ear hairs. Consider it your winning lineup, helping you feel clean, confident, and ready to dominate your fantasy league.
Free gifts included. The Performance Package 5.0 Ultra doesn't stop at grooming essentials. It also comes with 2 free gifts: the Boxers 2.0 Midnight Bravo and the Shed 2.0 toiletry bag. Premium gear to ensure you're always ready for action, whether at home or on the road. Get 20% off plus free shipping with the code SBB20 at manscaped.com. That's 20% off plus free shipping. We're done with the rapid fire. No more of those questions. Now let's get into some real meaty stuff. You know, I remember meeting your dad at the Pro Bowl, actually. Huge hands, just like you. Played for the Vikings for 13 seasons. I know you only played with the Saints. Is that for you when you, like, before you signed your deal last year, you only playing for the Saints, is that something that you wanted to do because your dad only played for the Vikings? Or was it like, if another team comes, I might, want to sign somewhere else, but if not, I want to stay in New Orleans. That's where I started. That's where I went in my career. Like, what was your whole approach? Because I know your dad, like I said, he played for one team the whole time, so that's kind of what you knew growing up. So what was your approach to, playing for the Saints?
I mean, number one is loyalty.
Right.
I've had the awesome pleasure to play a part of the Saints, for so long. But they're the team that drafted me. The head coach that I've always known, even with DA becoming the head coach, he was the D coordinator that became the head coach. So I'm overly comfortable with them, knowing them, trust them, believe in them. And then you talk about just the organization in itself. Mrs. Gail Benson, top down, it's just an excellent organization. I can't speak for everybody's story. I just know my story. It has been nothing but, they shoot straight and let me know exactly where I'm standing. So some people don't get that. Right. I know that if I go up top, ask a question, the question gets answered. I know that if I have an event, they show full support. I know that when I'm in the city, bro, I really, a lot of folks are scared a lot of places, bro. I've been everywhere in New Orleans talking to kids, schools, whatever, giving my heart to the city, and the city shows so much love back. I couldn't imagine really sort of like leaving and or starting over again, which might be a fun frontier to visit. But I'm like, for where I'm at right now, what I want to do, and the belief that I have that we can actually be a winning Super Bowl caliber team each year in, year out. Because even these 3 years that we haven't made playoffs, we've been like that final game where we had chances to make the playoffs. So it's always just that positive vibe of, whatever we're doing, we do it together. And so it's been like that. Each one of these locker rooms, as you know, changes, but the main core, the vibe has always been the same of since year 3. Year 3 was a hectic, chaotic. Maybe year 4 was one of them ugly locker rooms that you're like, oh shoot, this is gonna be a battle. But since then, everything's been copacetic. So beyond the loyalty, it's just been the idea of always wanting to create a legacy. and legacy's huge. So loyalty, legacy, and there's at that point the money wasn't bad. Like I've never asked for top dollar. I just like I've never played without guaranteed money. I don't even know what free agency looks like.
Yeah.
Like I've always had either a year or two left on a deal, new bag coming. You know what I'm saying? Like guaranteed money's been good. Like I ain't gotta be number one, but make sure I'm good. And they
Yeah.
always make sure I'm good. So
Right.
you know what I'm saying?
Are
Like
these
I'm
your
cool.
are these your last two?
Huh?
Are these your last 2 years? Or you think you got more
I
than that?
think the adventure is checking in with your body, right? So at
Right.
year 10, I was like, yo, I'm gonna check in at year 12. And at year 12, I was like, I like this. Give me more. And
Right.
now I'm like, all right, year 14, I'm gonna check in. So at the end of this season. Now, had you asked me last year after I tore my leg up, and I was out there like, I don't know if I'm coming back from this. I was like, yo, I'm gonna give my good. But like the way I feel now, the way we hit training camp, bro, training camp, we hit that thing strong in California. Coaches took to us like, oh, we in Cali, 65 degrees outside, we can run for days, and they try to get all the plays out of us. You feel me? Like we went through just the volume of plays. We went through it all. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
people,
how was training camp in California?
yo, he'll tell you people were falling left and right because we had high volume now. We high volume reps.
You guys were
didn't have heat.
tackling in camp too or no?
Yeah, absolutely. Come on.
Okay.
Dan Campbell come from our coaching tree, bro.
My
Like, where do
next
you think he
question,
got
how
it
was
from?
Dan? How was Dan in New Orleans when he was there with you? I want to know.
Just like that. You had Jamal. I feel like Jamal gonna grow up and be Dan. You know what I'm saying?
You think
Like
so?
that. I just feel like that energy, like he's willing to die for this. Like Dan, as a tight ends coach, you knew he was going to be one of those superstars. Then you got AG, who was started off with the Saints as well. You guys are really just Saints North,
Yeah.
but like
Like
you got
some Saints trickle
Anzalone
down.
from the Saints.
Yeah.
y'all took our cream of the crop and was like, all right, cool, y'all got to start over. So we had to find new coaches, and y'all just like you're like, oh, he's a great tight ends coach. Thanks. He's a great DB coach. Yeah, we'll take that. That's damn.
So
Leave
I'm
us
basically talking
somebody.
shit on the Saints. I'm talking shit on my own team right now. Is that what I'm doing? That's crazy.
Yeah, pretty much.
Wait, I have another question for Cam. Obviously, I know when you start your career, you're not thinking about it, but I know you got to be thinking about Hall of Fame. How does that run me through, like how your brain thinks about Hall of Fame?
It does and it doesn't. In my mind,
Just say it does.
I'm
Like,
like,
I know it does. It does.
yeah. I mean,
Like,
it does. It does and it doesn't.
you don't have to
In
lie.
my
Like
mind,
it does.
if,
Like what are you seeing? What are you thinking?
I mean, would I say I'm a lock for Hall of Fame right now? Most likely. I don't think I'm first ballot, and nor do I care. Like if first ballot comes, it comes. What I do want to see is just like an elevated status of what Hall of Fame is. Like, give me a benchmark so we can have it. Like, hey, you need this as a defensive line. Like as a defensive line. Like, oh, you need over 100 sacks, 110 sacks, 115 sacks, 130 sacks, whatever that is. Make that benchmark. Because what you have is like these, like, for wide receivers, it's really like once you get 10,000 yards, you could probably put on a yellow jacket.
Uh-huh.
Like for DNs, what is there? I've seen guys get in with 80 something. I've seen guys get in with 100 something. I see a guy, you see D Ware, you say automatic, yeah, that should be a first ballot Hall of Famer. You see Julius Peppers, automatic first ballot Hall of Famer. You see some guys that get in, you're like, I don't want to, if somebody
Right.
I shouldn't be in. And I'm cool with that. I'm either certified or I'm not.
Nice.
Listener, when it comes to talking all things NFL and locker room stories, my brother and I got you covered. But who do you turn to when you need smart financial decisions? If your answer is our sponsor, NerdWallet, then you're absolutely right. And if it's not, let me change your mind.
The nerds at NerdWallet have spent thousands of hours researching and reviewing over 1,300 financial products, and they have the tools you need to make smarter decisions.
Looking for a credit card? Go beyond the basic comparisons. Filter for the features that matter to you and read in-depth reviews. Ready to choose a high-yield savings account? Get access to exclusive deals and compare rates, bonuses, and more.
House hunting? View today's top mortgage rates for your home sweet home. Make the Nerds your go-to resource for smart financial decisions. Head to nerdwallet.com/learn more. NerdWallet. Finance smarter.
Disclaimer, NerdWallet Compare Inc. NMLS 1617539. Let's take it back to your high school days. Were you really a state champion in the discus?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Now,
So what
what's
made
crazy?
you like? Wait, what made you decide to do discus? Like I've never met anyone that does discus.
It's a weird, it's a weird thing to like.
Yeah, like I want to do discus. Like
Bro.
this man in
I
Arizona.
mean, look,
You're from Arizona, right? You grew up in Arizona.
facts. Yeah, absolutely. Chandler,
I have
Arizona.
my roommate. My roommate's went to Saguaro from Scottsdale. Like he ain't doing no discus. Like what made you do discus?
Yeah, but he's from Scottsdale. That's Snobsdale. That's where people like
Ah,
affluent people are from. You know what I'm saying? Like, not that I'm not affluent. I'm just like that's where the, if they get caught in a rainstorm, like they drown it. You know what I'm saying? The noses are up. It's Snobsdale. They do things that like baseball,
football.
sometimes football. They're not good at it. And then there's
Isn't Christian Kirk from Scottsdale?
yeah, that's one.
Come on. There's plenty
Yeah,
from
but
Scottsdale.
his school is not like that. My school, Chandler High, we're like that.
You're not
Brock Purdy
like that,
school,
dude.
our high school rival, Perry, like that. Basha, like that. Hamilton, are like our city
Saguaro is the
district,
best
like
team
that.
in Arizona.
You don't even know. So I
Like
can't even
that's
argue.
from what I know.
You
That's
just
they're
don't
the
know.
best team. Saguaro's the best.
Yeah,
team.
because you have faith in your guy.
I'm just
Um,
saying.
Yeah, yeah.
So
sure.
what made you choose discus? Please tell me.
So I was 14 years old as a freshman. You're playing basketball. You're playing football. Football. You got 7-on-7 coming up in what's that springtime area,
Mm-hmm.
and you're sort of burnt out from football. So it's either, like there's got to be another sport. You know what I'm saying? Like, and so track was the answer of how to get out of that 7-on-7. Also, I walked in. I walked to the track meet, and in Arizona it's 100 degrees in March, April ish. And as a 14-year-old, you see women you ain't never seen before running on the track, and next thing you know, like every time like they warming up doing sprints, but every sprint something comes off. It's they came out in long sleeves, and next thing you know they in a short sleeve. They came short sleeve, next thing you know they in a sports bra. They came out in like track pants. Next thing you know they in the little, you heard me showing a little jiggle out there. And I said, I don't know what I need to do to be a part of this team, but I got to figure out how to be a part of this team. I said,
So you said let me do discus. You wasn't doing the 100-meter, the 400. Wasn't doing the hurdles. Wasn't doing the long jump. I'm gonna do discus.
Hey, but I hold the blocks though. And I said, I just need to figure out how to get on the track. How do I get on the track? Shot put discus. My coach, shout out Coach Eric Richardson. My coach was adamant, like head coach of the track team, along with Steve Carson. It really changed the trajectory of probably me, honestly, because they're like, yo, if you are on our track team, you want to do, you can score points, whatever, but you're going to run like Chandler High track team is tops in the state year in, year out, men's and women's, really women's dominant. But it's because everybody for every track meet has to run a 4x4. Doesn't matter what you do, high jump, long jump, triple jump, discus, just a shot putter. Oh, you running this 4x4 to dual meet. In a dual meet, it'll be us versus whatever high school. At the end of that meet, it might just be 8 lanes of all Chandler High 4x4s. Like everybody gets some of that 4x4 action.
Really?
Yeah. So then it just became, one of them things where I started having to run the open 4 after I showed some talent. You go from Fat Man Relay to 4x4 to Open 400.
Fat Man Relay. I remember seeing those. Those are hilarious, bro.
They are funny.
Hey, what a
They be moving. They be moving sometimes though. Damn.
Moving.
Yeah.
What'd you run the 40, Cam?
Official 4.74. I like my unofficial time. That 4.69 made me feel better. I was,
That's not bad.
Bruh, I starved myself for like 2 days to get down to 287. I remember I got on the scales like, please be on the 290, please be on the 290. They were like 287. I said, Dad, we're going straight to eat, baby. We going to, I think we went straight to St. Elmo's, bro. Like that little steakhouse, the one steakhouse they got in Indianapolis, we walked straight there. By the time I ran that 40, I had been 290 something. I ran that 4.6. I said, look at me go. I don't even know what I ran the second one. I said, this doesn't matter. Because that whole time, you're doing those interviews with teams, and they're like, what you think you're going to run 40 in? I'm like, what you think I'm going to run a 40 in? Oh, we think you could probably run a 4.9. You could probably sit down to a 4.8. And like, little do you know, I'm like, yeah, say less, brother. Like, just taking like whatever the teams wanted. I'm like, yeah, I like that. How many reps do you look for the bench? Anything over 20, you're good. I darn near racked that thing myself at like 24 reps. I was like, yeah, he said after 20. Like no struggle after that. Like it was
Done.
easy.
Yeah.
Okay. Talking about high school, what was like your high school recruiting like? I know you're in Arizona. I don't know how good the football is out there. I know we're from Southern California, so we have great.
We're the
football in
best
high
the
school.
best balls in California. So like, what's
Yeah. So I don't know what the high school recruiting like is in Arizona.
Why do you guys do that?
Like,
Why
do
do
you have any good
y'all, like why do y'all
recruiters?
do that? Like you
I'm
realize,
just asking. I'm confused. Like, I don't know
what
what
high
goes
school
on
y'all
there.
went to out there?
I went to Modern
Survey.
Day. He went to Survey. He's not. He went
Modern
to
Day is respectable. I've never heard of that one before, but Modern Day is
I haven't heard
respectable.
of it either. I don't know what Survey is.
He went to Survey too. Don't let him fool you.
Man,
My
look,
freshman
all
year,
I
but
know
that
is y'all
don't
probably
count.
still
Like,
got
I'm
wrecked
from
by
Modern
like
Day.
Crespi back in the day.
Crespi's, yeah, that's like Survey and Crespi like go head to head. We let them battle that out.
Okay.
Yeah, look, I'm just saying like that's good ball. If y'all would have came over to Chandler, y'all would have got waxed. But we play like better teams though. Like we go around the nation normally like once a year. We look for smoke. But like y'all have never been.
You guys don't play better teams than us, bro. We have the #1 league.
Bro, y'all can't even get out of like NorCal. Y'all go to NorCal and probably get wrecked.
No, Trinity League's the #1 high school league
There's
in the
three.
country.
There's not even three high schools. There's two: Saguaro and Centennial.
Look at you, you're making this up. Nobody's even
Centennial.
heard of Sword. There's Brophy in Arizona.
Centennial and Saguaro.
You're making schools up that didn't really have a place to be at the table.
Well, I'm sorry, I'm not. You probably played in like 2005. Like I'm talking about like recently.
I did.
It was Centennial
Haha, he
and
did.
Saguaro.
Yes, I did. Yeah.
Damn, 5 is crazy.
Yeah, Chandler's still winning championships. I think we just won one like 2 years ago, and I saw the team now. They've got potential. They got to grasp a lot to get that potential. Shout out to my Chandler High.
What was like recruiting like? Did you have like a lot of scholarships? Like, was
Yeah,
it, like,
I mean,
I don't know your high school. Like, were you like a 5-star? Were you like a 3-star?
nah, bro, 3-star. I think my year it was like Prince. I always mess up his name.
Prince
20 years later.
Mukamara.
Prince Amukamara. I always call him Akamara, and I'm like, that's not it. It's Amukamara.
Prince Kamara.
Yeah, bro, Prince and his like, and all his sisters like Precious, Purple, Player. It's all P's, bro. So, but he was a top rated corner for us. Then there was Everson Griffin, who was our 5-star, and I think he went to like Agua Fria or something like that. And for whatever reason, all my stats were better, but I was a 3-star. And I was like,
Didn't Everson Griffin go to USC?
Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Yeah,
Wait.
that. I mean,
USC's about to play.
You went to Cal.
facts. But my dad went to Brown, so we just took academic standards to a whole new level. We were like, hey,
I
these
like
schools
that.
are
I like
good.
that.
USC
but
has better academics than Cal.
you don't believe that? Are you
Yeah,
drunk?
they don't.
What?
E,
Yes.
E, is your
They
brother
don't.
drinking?
Yeah, no, he thinks USC is like
Bro,
this-
whoa, pause.
Like,
USC
No.
clearly has better education. I'm not even trying to be funny. No, deadass.
No. Wait. We have the
USC has
most
better-
Nobel laureates of any college, bro. In terms
Bro.
of academics, we're top 15 in the world. In terms of public schools, we are #1. In terms of, just like I said, just regular schools,
Public
USC's not up
schools.
there like us.
Public schools. You guys are #1
Facts.
for public
That's
schools.
why I
That's
just
it.
said in the world. We're top 15 in the world. Like, we're amazing.
We're a private school, so like we're not part of that
Yeah.
conversation.
That's fine. But even if you let her up, you can go recruit whoever you want to recruit. In terms of academic wise, you're not there, pal. You're not
What'd you
even
study?
you're not even
What'd you
close to
study?
UCLA. Huh?
What'd you study?
I was a pre-law. I wanted to be a lawyer.
Law?
Yeah.
That's respectable. That's
And did I
respectable.
graduate? No. No.
Don't worry, I didn't either. Well,
No. Yeah, no one here graduated. Damn.
Man, hey, in fact, I used to tell my teammates, I said, bro, if you graduate, I don't trust you as an athlete. Like, I just.
That's crazy. If you graduate, you're weird.
You graduated, bro? I know you're
Right.
not like that. You don't have that dog in you, bro.
Yeah, you used to worry about
Wow.
academics. Like, you don't love
Cal
ball.
Berkeley. Cal Berkeley's ranked 15. I didn't even see.
I already know.
USC.
Where's USC?
Oh,
You got to keep going. Scroll down.
Go ahead.
Next
Say it.
page.
one under, right under.
Oh, okay.
14?
Look at you.
I'm telling you, bro.
No.
Like,
Higher than what I thought you'd be. I assumed
assumed
it was a next page type situation.
What's that on your wrist? I heard you're a big watch guy.
Oh, little it's a little GMT, real light.
Mm,
Like meteorite
Nice job.
face because I like unique pieces. I like precious metals. You
right.
know.
What else you got? What else in the collection?
Oh.
I want to hear
After
this.
my dog, hey, after one of your fellow wide receivers just got stuck up for it, I ain't got nothing else.
Damn, that's
Like,
crazy.
man, bro, the
That
fact
was
that
crazy.
plus I'm not standing
Wait,
on business
I
over
lied.
that.
That was
Hey,
that
I'm
was
peeling that
that
thing
was
off so
UCLA.
fast. Yo, watch, bro. You like that? Yeah, yours.
Yeah. So you got a GMT. You got any APs? Any Paddocks?
Maybe, maybe.
He said maybe.
Uh, yeah. In terms of APs, it's a brand that has always been around, but it's starting to grow on me again.
Right.
Um, when I first started off, like I remember, like my first Rolex, I wanted a two-tone Submariner, and then like the blue, they call it like the bluesy,
Uh-huh.
right? Because just for the blue face, whatever it is. And I was ecstatic about it. And I always wanted a Hublot. Pops, being in Arizona, there's a huge car show out there, the Barrett Jackson car show auction, whatever it is. And when I was younger, Pops like bought a Hublot there, which I don't know how you buy a Hublot there, but at a car show. But he buys a Hublot, and I was like, oh man, I was like, I want that. And so my first watch that I probably bought when I got to the NFL was a Hublot,
Yeah,
and
that's
then
cold.
I haven't even seen it in the last 12 years. I think he held it for a second, and I don't think he ever gave it back.
Yeah. I'm recently getting into watches, so I see
Don't
watches
do
that.
it.
No bad.
Don't do it. Don't do
Expensive
it,
hobby.
man. It's a sickness, bro. Like like I'm telling myself like I'm not frugal, but like I'm very specific on what I'll spend money on. Like I'm huge on experiences, and then my
Right.
other vice would be horological timepieces. Like I like art. That's how I sell it to others. I'm like, no, bro, it's really just an investment piece. It's not. I like it because I like it, and
Yeah.
Right.
that goes from G Shocks to Omegas to Seikos, Grand Seikos. Um, you know, Nah, I can't even cap. I was like, LV's not there
Any
yet.
Vacherons, Constantines?
Ooh, little VC action.
Little VC.
I've had my eye on that, and then Frank Mueller, you know,
Okay.
which sounds German as hell, but it's. But yeah, man, like there's probably no watch that I don't be looking at. I'm like, I just want an infinite. Like some people believe in like trading cards. Some people have cars and ridiculous car collections. Some people believe in real estate. And here I am, just like, I don't need to buy this watch. Somebody stop me. But I also, huh?
Um, so I have
Go
another
ahead,
question.
EQ. I got a question for him
Obviously,
after this.
obviously you went to Berkeley. What was your time like there? I don't know anything about Berkeley. Honestly, I had a cousin that went there, but like I don't know what it's like going there. Like,
Yeah.
kind of, it's like Notre Dame, kind of like nerdy, but I don't know. And then when did you first know like you had a chance to go to the league? Like,
Man, first of all, Berkeley, when I first got there, that my freshman year is when they took the tree huggers out the trees that have been up there for like a year and a half or 2 years, bro. So my freshman year, I literally sat up like skip school for a day just to watch policemen pull these people out the top of trees throwing feces bombs on people. Like it was
really?
OD. Yeah, yeah. Like tree huggers sitting there saying it was like Native American burial grounds, sacred, and they weren't Native American. The Native Americans were like, no, it's not. But
Yeah.
the people are empowered in California, as you know. You know,
Right.
and in Berkeley, they take it to the next level. They're willing to protest at any flip of a coin, heads or
Yeah.
tails. Oh, you said what? It's time to go, and they're down for it. But UC Berkeley's a beautiful campus, bro. There's a reason I went back for my fourth season. Like that third or fifth round grade wasn't appeasing to me, and like there was literally no conversation about it. I was like, no, I'm coming back. I was
Right.
like, but to be clear, I'm Ben
Yeah.
Simmons in this thing. Like I'm coming to play football. Like I ain't coming for no school this last semester. Sorry, coach.
Hence why you didn't get the degree and you're not a weirdo.
There we go.
Right.
He's a baller.
Uh, but I sort of am, bro. Who do you know? Like you used to walk out to the campus, and I played Quidditch over at Cal, bro. Like Quidditch. Think about that. How many eclectic folks do you know have actually played a game of Quidditch? Broom in between the
What is
legs, bro.
Quidditch?
I don't
You
know what
know,
it is. Yeah. What
it's
is that?
from Harry Potter, bro. It's a Wizarding World situation. Me and
Oh
my
no,
boy were like walking Lower
you lost me with
Sproul.
that one.
Exactly. Hey, bro, we were walking Lower Sproul, and there was some rando kids out there running around, and we were like, bro, what are they doing? You know what? Join.
Mm,
What are they doing? Hey, we went in. Of course.
Yeah.
Lit.
okay.
Learn on the fly, and like, well, I'm never going to tell anybody that again. But
Wait, since you're from Arizona, right?
yeah,
Do you know what daylight savings time is?
I do now that I'm in New Orleans and going to Cal. I've never had to worry about it. When I got to Cal, and they're like, oh yeah, we fall back and spring forward, and I was like,
Did you know
what
that,
are
Nimmy?
y'all
They don't do
doing,
it in
bro?
Arizona.
They don't have
No,
that.
They don't have that,
bro.
bro. They go from Pacific to what? Mountain time?
No. This has always messed up my time zones. If you ask, like, I barely learned that we're in Central Time now. Like,
Mount, Mountain Central East. Yeah.
Wait, so they switch time zones? They don't.
we don't switch time zones, bro. We're
Yes, you do.
unlike the rest of the world. We're always constant, bro. We're
Wait, I
just
thought you guys
consistent
are
as a-
half the time Pacific, half the time Central or Mountain.
That's because
That's the
the
same
rest
as-
of the world changes around us, bro.
That's the same
Look-
thing as moving it back an hour and forward an hour. No, is that the same thing?
No,
No, let me
we don't
look.
have to
So
do
look,
any
you
of
know
that.
when you're watching the game, right? Laker game starts at 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. They have to know.
Yeah.
They have to do math in their head. They have to know what are we right now? Are we Pacific or are we? I think it's Mountain. The next one. We just know
Oh.
Pacific, so we do -3 hours. They're over here. They
Yeah.
gotta know what they're at. I'm like, yo, this is crazy. I could never do that. No way.
Oh
No,
yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, that's nah.
To this day, I just send a text message. I'm like, what time is it over there? When you want to do this? All right, cool. And then I subtract from there. Like I'm not here to know like the time zones because I've never had to know it. And when I retire and move back to Arizona, one day, I'm gonna go back to like, hey, what time is it over there? All right, bet.
Oh, that's crazy, huh?
Yeah, that's crazy. I never knew that. That's,
In fact, it's weird to me that the rest of the world springs forward or falls back, and because they're basing it off of what farmers used to need. Like that's literally where we get our time zones from. It's like an archaic system. We're in 2025, 2024, about to be 2025. Like maybe let's use our technological advances. You know,
But it's
If
nice to
not,
have
we
like
can go back
longer
to the-
days, like more sun. You ever think about like it's nice to have more sun in a day?
but does it matter?
I mean, just like for your mental health, like it's nice to have more sun.
Does it? We have
it's
light
like-
bulbs, my boy.
But light bulb ain't
Like,
the
it
same
doesn't-
as them UV rays.
Nah, come on, you don't
Them
even.
rays
do that.
them rays hit different.
Yeah, if you go up super north, like up to Canada, where they have like 24 hours of sun versus another time of the year when they're literally in the dark. Go to Alaska and they have like a week worth of nighttime. Bro, whatever your argument is, it's mute. Like it doesn't really matter. At some
I
point,
mean, I get
our
it. It's just crazy how
technological
Arizona
advances
thinks
have
they're
done
cooler
enough.
than everyone. You guys think you're cooler than everyone. Is what it seems like.
No. It seems like the world has an issue with us because we don't change. For all I know, is I'm just as consistent as they come. Don't switch up
Right.
on me.
Well, Cam, we already held you past your time, but before I let you go, we do have to not revisit, but talk about your week 1 matchup versus you guys got the Panthers, I believe.
Yeah.
First of all, what are your thoughts on Bryce Young? He's a California guy. You know, I went to my high school, actually went to Mater Dei. Love him as a player, great human being, great person. I know media talked about his last year's season like they don't know if he should have been the number 1 overall pick. I don't know about all that, but you've played him twice a year. What do you think about Bryce? And then what do you guys think about the week 1 matchup?
Oh, I think he's a baller. I think the acquisitions Carolina has made, they pretty much revamped their whole offensive line because when you go from a scrap offensive line and you have a number 1 overall pick, you should have protected him better. I mean, there was multiple games where he was like limping off the field. Like I remember that,
Right.
Last year, the first time we played him, we were ragdolling their offensive line. Like the only ones that I think stayed were the tackles. They revamped all 3 interior spots because we were going through there easy. Like it was real clean out there. I don't even know. Yeah, for sure. But the fact of the matter is, last year's last year, this year's this year. I think the progress we saw from that first game we played him to the second game, it tells you what kind of player he can be. Like he
Right.
continued to progress. There's been quarterbacks that plateaued early, but I think he progressed the entire season.
Yeah, I think he's gonna be nice.
Yeah. And then
I
they
mean, you
actually
guys
gave him
are,
weapons.
yeah, you guys are favored by 4.5, which is
Okay.
maybe kind of
That's
crazy. Four and
that's
a half points.
yeah, that's not even a touchdown. So, there's work to be
That's
done. But
crazy.
it's
Saints are
also
favored, but okay, guys, we're here. Saints are favored.
yeah.
They are playing the Panthers. But yeah,
But what does
we'll
that
see what
matter?
happens.
Nobody cares.
I'm
Nobody
just
cares
saying.
about nobody cares
He's
about
so obsessed
odds.
with the spreads. He's so obsessed with the spread. Like
See, I don't
I
even
just
know,
see the
bro.
spread.
I've done my best not to know what a spread is, bro. My entire career
You know what the spread
in
is.
football.
You know what the spread
I
is.
have no idea what the spread. I don't even know how to like.
How about this? I'll
understand
explain it to you right
odds.
now.
Well,
I'll explain it to you. Just listen.
No,
So
I don't want to know. Please don't. Hey, just like I've had teammates before, please don't. Boys is losing their whole careers over knowing odds. I want nothing to do with that. I ain't.
the Lions know
worried
about that.
odds.
The Lions know about that.
That's what I'm saying. Like they're like this, bro. You got this? I'm like, no, I don't. No, this is how I track. Don't tell me. I don't want to know. You know what I want to know?
Right.
How do I get to the quarterback? If there's an app that tells me how to beat this left tackle Taylor Moton, let me know. If it ain't helping me win, please don't tell me the odds, because all it's going to do is either piss me off or that somebody doubts us. But at the end of the day, what does it matter if they do doubt us? All that matters is about the men in the building.
That is all. Odds are just I won't even explain it to you.
Yeah,
Hey,
won't even
I have
waste
one
my
question
time.
though, Cam. Can you say anything nice about an offensive lineman?
absolutely, bro. I think Teron Armstead is one of the best people on this earth. The man can play left tackle, can route. For an offensive lineman, can dress. Now, and I can't say that about all the other fat people in this world. Like all the other fat people that consider themselves offensive linemen,
Yeah.
that swear that they're drippy, and then they're rocking Amon-Ra's jeans. Like, you shouldn't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like when they're like, oh, bro, like I'm really swaggy, and all you have on is designer. That doesn't make you swaggy. That just means you're
Right.
spending a lot of money. Like that's
I like you. I like you, Cam.
just
Saints guy. You know, that's it.
is what it is.
It is. Well, Cam, that's it, man. We appreciate you hopping on the show.
Yo, I got a question
awesome.
for both of y'all. Which
What's up?
this is the St. Brown Brothers podcast, and I just feel like if 2/3 of the brothers are here,
Damn, he's asking where Osiris is at.
I know.
My man, so you guys don't know where Osiris is. Osiris is done playing football. He went to Stanford, the better school of Cal. Went to Stanford,
Trash.
got his degree. Ended up hurting his toe. His toe was bothering him for a long time. So he's like, I don't really want to play anymore. My toe's bothering. So he got his degree from Stanford. Now he's working on, a podcast with my dad, a protein business, and he just got his real estate license. So he's doing his thing. Maybe we should get him on the show, though. It's a great point, Cam. I don't
that's
know.
all I'm saying. If it's the St. Brown Brothers, give me all
We
the
should
brothers.
get him on. I mean, he's also running my dad's podcast. And my dad's old, and he has no idea what he's doing with technology. So my brother's helping him.
Hey,
do
shout
that.
out to your pops, bro. We've talked about this. Funniest conversation I've ever had with this man was at the Pro Bowl a few years back in Vegas.
Yeah.
And
What did he say?
I had to ask him. I was like, what do you mean by that? When my man said y'all couldn't date white women because he had already.
Oh, I'm one. Cam saw Luciana at camp, and he's like, "Hey, so does your dad know you're not dating a black girl?" I'm like, bro, it's fine. He
That's
loves
good.
her.
You can't. What do you say? You can't keep cutting it. Like he already cut it
Yeah,
once.
he said you.
Like,
He said
you
I don't know
cut
if
it
they
once,
can.
Yeah.
Hey, wild. At that point, I said, yeah, this man right here got bars for days. Somebody needs to talk to this man on the regular.
Hey, you got your own podcast too, right? Off the Edge. How's that going?
Yeah, Off the Edge, entering the second season. You was a part of season 1. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
appreciate you popping in. We started popping it off with Derek Carr, I think, this week.
Okay.
That's how we dropped
Big
it.
quarterback.
I think.
Quarterback
I'm pretty
energy. Big boom.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Off the Edge with my dog, DC.
Yeah.
But I appreciate y'all letting me tap in, bro. Even ask a couple questions.
sir.
But I just wanted to know.
Appreciate you, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate you showing up. Being great dude. I mean, when I first met you, and I knew who you were. I didn't know, you though. Met you at the Pro Bowl. You've been solid ever since. So thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, but I'm here to talk. I'm here to talk a whole lot of crap for all my life. Like I'm gonna stand on mine for no reason. I died on a lot of hills, bro.